Hi Ido, how are you?
Hello, Yigal. I'm great. How are you?
Very good, very good. Let's see what we got today to work on. Any observations, something together to reflect and see how we can benefit all by observing the mind.
Yes, I will be happy to share with you. I noticed that I have habits that I nourished, and I don't want to support this habit. I see that they don't support me the way I want to live, the person I want to be. But the condition sometimes feels too strong, and that I don't have control about it. So I want
Okay.
to ask you how.
So you can we find any beliefs that you believe that you are should or shouldn't do?
I should eat less.
I should eat less. I should eat less. Is it true?
Yes.
Can I absolutely know that I should eat less?
No, because what is less?
Yes. So, which business are you when you believe this thought? I should eat less?
In my business,
Your business. And when you cannot control yourself, which business are you?
still in my business.
It's your business. So basically, you don't have control and you call it your business. Maybe there is something stronger than you, sometimes forcing you to do things. And if life will make a mistakes, it will not happen, isn't it?
Exactly.
Exactly. So if it's your business, it appears that you can control, and sometimes you recognize you eat as much as you eat, and you call it, I eat too much. How do you react when you believe this thought, I ate too much?
When I believe this thought, I have unpleasant sensation in the chest, in the throat. I feel uncomfortable. I feel guilty. I judge myself. I I angry about myself. I feel weak, not strong enough. Um, I feel like a victim of life. I complain.
So when we believe this thought, when you believe this thought, I eat too much, how does this thought supporting you to eat less or to feel more in alignment the way you eat?
It's I don't think it helps me. It's mainly uh, just make me feel uncomfortable.
So go to a moment in your life, then you eat and you felt that you eat too much. While you're eating, you already tell yourself, oh, I'm eating too much. I don't know how to control. Food is not good for me. All these kind of thoughts. Be there and just feel it that while you're eating, who would you be without this thought? I eat too much.
Happy and relaxed person.
Happy and relaxed person. So,
So much stress came out.
yes. What make you stress? The food itself and the amount, or the belief that I eat too much?
The belief.
The belief I eat too much. So every time we argue with what is, we feel tension, stress, and we lose 100%. So if we look at the statement, I eat too much, what will be the truer turnaround?
I shouldn't eat. I don't eat too much.
Yes, because without the idea how much you eat while you're eating, without the thought I ate too much, I eat less, can you know how much you eat?
Just eat.
Just eat. Although after the meal I feel full, but I feel full because I ate, not I ate too much. Because if I feel full from the food, maybe the next time I will eat and start to fill my belly and stop before I'm feeling full already. What is another turnaround?
I eat too much, I don't eat too much. My mind think I eat too much.
Yes, the mind has the idea of comparing between a little to too much, and then the mind reacts to the idea that I shouldn't eat too much. Then the effect of the beliefs is much stronger than being full in the body and the judgment. Do you see another turnaround?
Other people eat too much.
Other people eat too much sometimes, yes. What about the belief that I eat exactly what I need to eat?
Good belief. Excellent belief.
Yes. So we can learn from the nature of the mind. Every time the mind argues with what is, the mind is react to it, have attention, fighting. But it doesn't mean to do the work to find out if is it true that I eat too much. It's not stopping to address the challenge that we have, because we can acknowledge that many times I eat from emotion. So I eat more than the food the body necessarily need. How do I know? Because in the end of the meal, I'm feeling full, heavy, tired. So now the question that I will ask both of us, or anyone that's watching right now, when it happened to you, what is the cause of us eating emotionally?
I wanted to ask you the same question.
Great, so let's think about it together. I don't have the answer for you or for anyone. We are meeting to elevate the light within ourselves and ask the question together and find out what is the wisdom that arises from within you. When you ask this question for a moment, what is the cause of me eating from emotion?
Because I want to have a good sensation in my body. I want the taste more and more.
Yes.
More
So
than I can
we might,
contain.
everyone probably can associate with that when we have unpleasant sensation, there is some conditioned memory that we want to cover the unpleasant sensation with pleasant sensation. And the condition from very young, it was through food. Yeah? When we born, we felt uncomfortable in the body, crying, everything is new. Our mother, without being aware, she associates with us removing the pain with pleasure, and pleasure to the mouth, pleasure for eating. And since then, day by day, few times a day, we are conditioning ourselves, consciously or not consciously, to remove the unpleasant sensation with pleasant sensation. And this is why I call it, we are eating emotionally. We are not really eating for nourishing the body and just eat a little bit food, feel 30% empty, 70% full, very alive, very awake. So most of the time we are very much addicted to this taste, to the feeling of, I feel good while I'm eating. And sometimes after I'm eating, if I don't eat amount that I'm feeling full in my stomach.
Also, I have a question. If it's that I want pleasure from food, but it's necessarily come from unpleasant sensation that I have that I want to cover,
Not
Or
necessarily
just I want fun,
100%.
I want pleasure.
It is not necessarily because I don't feel well with myself. It is because I want pleasure. But the thing with the pleasure, I don't know how to balance the pleasure, because there's nothing wrong with eating 2 cookies. But when I eat 10 cookies, then there is effect for the body that I start to regret and judge myself. So eating for pleasure, it's not a problem at all. Eating obsessively, overeating, that's coming usually from unpleasant sensation. And it takes a time, because I invite all of us to check every time when we eat obsessively, one after another until we finish the packet, or we eat and then 10 minutes again eat, and half an hour it's again we eat. It's good to stop ourselves and find out, question ourselves, what kind of sensation I have in the body? How is my day? Am I in anxiety, stress, unpleasant sensation? So each of us can start to observe and be aware my eating habits, if it comes from just I want pleasure, fine, or my day is very stressed and I want to release the stress or the pain from pleasure. And that's the question.
Thank you.
Yes, because I don't see there is any problem with food in general. I see that when we investigate the beliefs that we have with the relationship with the food, the way they told us how should we will eat or not eating, then when we work with this belief, we have a space, we have a room really to see from where these habits are rising from. What is the cause of our interaction with food? And most of the time I found it, the relationship with food is a lot of obsessive, emotionally obsessive, with having some distraction covering the unpleasant sensation. And I'm very much support all of us not to run away from dealing with this story or addiction that we have with food. It's really sit and talk about it and reflect with awakened beings, people around you that see that you will start to see that it's universal. It's not only me or you, it's universal approach to eat with a lot of emotion. And we start to notice the more I'm aware of it, the more easy for me to deal with that. Means I can notice when I eat if it's emotional eating, or it's just I want pleasure, or I want some energy in my body, and I eat in a way that it's, when I finish eating, we all know when we feel healthy, we feel light, we feel energetic, and not heavy and tired.
I have also the fear of being hungry. Don't want the
Yes.
bad sensation, the uncomfortable sensation of empty stomach.
Yes, and we can see that when is the last time you're afraid of not eating anymore or stay hungry for 24 hours? When is the last time happened to you that you didn't have the ability to reach to food?
The not from choice, like reality.
In reality,
No, always I
never.
have access to food, always in my life.
All of us. So, but the ego telling us, maybe we will not have a food later. So let's eat a lot. It's nothing to do with that. It's just the trick of the mind. Because I can eat and condition the mind to eat less, in a way, feeling light when I finish the dish or I finish the lunch. And then I say, okay, if I will be hungry in few hours, in few minutes, I will eat again. Then I start to condition that sometimes even I forgot for many hours that I want to eat again because I'm feeling good. So it's a very good subject to talk about food and relationship with the food, emotional food, and how I'm start to have a healthy relationship with the food, that I don't feel that it's limit me. It creates dependent on the food. Then there is a lot of fear, aggression.
And it's just all the stress I feel just leads me to eat more instead of
Correct.
do the opposite. It just make me
Yes.
keeping this habit.
Correct. This is basically, if I don't investigate my belief, I eat too much. It brings lots of stress. Now I want to reach more sweet, more pleasure. Then it basically achieve the opposite instead of investigate and see it as it is. So can you tell me what you took from this conversation? What is your practical points that you want from this moment on to start to be aware and later able to take a simple action?
So to listen more to the sensation, to the body instead of what the mind wants, to be with the sensation, and to remember that I always have, that I'm choosing. I always have food, always in my life, and if I want, so I'm not supposed to be afraid of and eat in obsessive way.
Great.
Yes. Also,
Yes,
it's to investigate my belief. It shows me that it's just my thought that make the situation stress and uncomfortable, because in the reality everything is okay. Everything is perfect.
absolutely. This is the beginning of freedom, that to condition the mind to see that everything is perfect, and now I have a space and energy to work with my ideas, beliefs, and find out what's supporting me to be centered, to adapt. Because we all looking to be happy, just we forgot how to. Great, it was a pleasant to hear you, and I look forward to hear how do you progressing with being conscious with the food, and the food is not become your obstacles.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much. It supported me very much, the conversation, and we will keep in touch. I will let you know.
All the best.
Bye.